We are back. Um, what was I gonna do? Oh, excuse me. We gotta go to La Plain. La Saint Plateau. Give me a minute, my brain. So this is what we're doing for the next about 5 or 6 hours. I do have to go to bed early tonight, so it might actually be less. I might end up playing less, but. But yeah. Um, 128? Level 99. And away we go! Oh. Actually, I just realized I have to stop early. I can only play long enough to get these 2 quests done, and then that's it. I forgot to get on FF14 and get my, coin and stuff. Man. Though I could I could slip that in while playing this. What am I doing? Get on the Pokemon. To be honest, it is important that I actually do get on 14 to get my coin. A weekly coin from the 24-man raid, because tomorrow I'll be able to get my book from doing Savage and be able to be really, really close to 900. I mean 600 item level. Like, I think it would only put me in it'll put me in a position where it's like only 3. I probably only need like 1 or 2. There it is. Is it? A moment, Bonum. Common rumor has it that one can meet here with the terrestrial avatar Carbuncle. Could this be true? Carbuncle, bringer of rainbows, I am Tenzin of the Far East, sent here across the seas at the behest of Phoenix. The Keeper of the Apocalypse has come to Venedil, and 4 of the Mother Crystals are besieged by darkness. Yet, in the face of this crisis, Bahamut and Diablos do nothing to defend them. Diablos draws souls into his dream world to shelter people from the emptiness, and Bahamut rallies his worms for the destruction of every last person of Venedil in the name of some ancient pact. Carbuncle, we all carry the curse of Promethea within us, and it is not within our power to lift this bane. But I cannot accept this as justification for genocide. We were born as a part of fate's design, and we will live the lives we have been given. You who have brought the soul of Phoenix across the waves, and you who carries the blessings of the Mother Crystal, you have finally come into contact with the will of Promethea. I knew that even should the past be ground into dust, there would come a time when people would uncover the truth, no matter no matter how tightly sealed, as long as it exists alongside the Mother Crystal, Promethea's will shall one day awaken. That is why I have come to guide you to the power of the slumbering gods. As many people as possible must possess the strength to prevent the awakening of the Twilight God. The slumbering gods. You speak of the great avatars that dream away their existence in every corner of Venedil. I sense that Phoenix does not approve of my actions. He who tries to save the world and he who tries to save mankind, Bahamut and Diablos, would also surely oppose me if they knew of my plans. Every time the power of the avatars is granted to a person, it hastens the awakening of the sleeping gods. If the siphoning of energy continues, the boundaries of the crystal world they protect will shatter, and their true forms will manifest upon this world of Venedil, and then a furious battle will ensue between the terrestrial avatars and the newly awakened gods. But I believe that this is the only option remaining to prevent Promethea's rebirth. The awakening of Promethea draws near. With the Keeper of the Apocalypse not among us, all that remains is for the gates of paradise to be open. I don't understand. Has not the pursuit for the gates of paradise all been the result of Promethea's curse? If so, then everything has been for the purpose of awakening the Twilight God. Arbuckle. Destroying his minion ourselves is the only way to save the children of Tantana. I beg of you to lend us the strength we need. Please tell us where we can find the Keeper of the Apocalypse. You shine so brilliantly. I know that guiding light well. It is the light standing at your side, merging with your own, that so fills you with hope. Very well. I will grant you my assistance. Will you help us? That's what he just said. 30 years ago, I sensed the birth of the Keeper of the Apocalypse. After a number of years, the presence faded, and I can no longer sense its location. However, the fiery bird of resurrection will continue to lead your steps on this journey. And that is why I will lend my strength to Phoenix's diminished soul. You have our thanks. Bringer of rainbows, I am delirious with joy at your words. Do not rejoice just yet. Tenzin, the energy I will share with Phoenix does not exist here. It can be found in the city built by the Kulu on the outskirts of the Zalartia capital, a place known as Pajra. The power we granted the Kulu in ancient times should be sealed within that city. Bowden, venture deep within the ruins and open Carbuncle's gate. The knowledge you now hold, you should be able to operate the device that lies within. As I have no strength for battle, this is the best I can do. But I am sure you will find it helpful. But to be honest, one day I want to do the summoning quest line. Carbuncle, We are in your debt, Odin. This is the first time. This is the first terrestrial avatar to aid us in our cause. For the other, it will be a welcome news indeed. But first, we must secure the energy that is sealed within the ruins of Pazujar. Let us rendezvous before the gate of Carbuncle. So that just happened. Well, that just happened. Power up. J8. Wonder Ross again. Which, because I gotta use Unity again. What is that? Can I use chakra while on the sound? Interesting. And here we J8. There it is. That's the tower. Okay. Oh yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow is oh, what is it called? The patch comes out. So I might not be playing this. I might not be playing 11 tomorrow. We'll be playing FF14 because patch the. It's like patch 1.15. We're gonna get tribal quest, a new Hildebrand storyline. I'm excited about, to be honest. Yeah. So yeah, we'll be doing that. But I won't be doing that stuff until probably later in the afternoon or evening. Though. Because I will be leaving early, or in the morning to, go out. I'm going shopping. Okay. So it's just touch the door and go through. Touch the door, go through. Touch the door, go through. Hope that That's a gargoyle? I think our perception, or at least our belief of what a gargoyle, I mean a gargoyle looks like, is a little off. Apparently not all of them are trapped. So. And now I understand what's going on. Sorry, it's just carbuncle. I mean, Tomberry. Hey, there we go. Got one. Let's hope for another one. So what I'll do is I'll get through this. I'm probably gonna get through Tenzin's path. And then I'm gonna jump on 14 real fast. As fast as I can, and then do the 24-man raid so I can get my coin and then jump back on this real quick. I have to do it. I have to. I should have did it while I had my hour break after playing Fate. Huh. We're almost there. We just have 4 more doors to do. We have to be careful. Because if we go through the wrong door, we get thrown all the way back. Like if you go through a door you've gone through already, you get thrown all the way back out of the whole tower. I just feel like it's gonna take a week. It's gonna take all week before we get done, Chains of Promethea. Kind of what it's starting to feel like. I mean, I pretty much spent all weekend working on Chains, and I got no. No, I barely reached chapter 5. Well, yeah. I mean, we're on chapter 5. I mean, I guess that's good for something. The Avatar Gate. But let's just try to focus on this because so this is the device which will provide us with the power of Carbuncle. Let us begin. I do not know. I can hear the voice of Phoenix. She's telling us to return to the place where we first met Celtulus. But that would be Joruna. Is this a portal? Probably should just teleport at this point. Yeah. I'm better off using the board. Is your wake, buddy? Boom, 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 boom. Dip, 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 dip. Burr, burr. It seems as if you have experienced a trying ordeal in the Northlands. I have attempted to gather information from the Ducel Guard. However, none are willing, or should I say allowed, to speak of the matter. Though the fear in their eyes tells much, and that is not all. Recently, there have been unsettling rumors that the end of the world is near. Those rumors also say that the young patient that I treated, the girl who had her amulet stolen, is connected with all this in some manner. I have even heard that the Ducel Guard has a warrant out for her arrest. Preposterous. Lady Prish is simply being used. The true criminal is that boy. Why, if it is not? I apologize for my sudden entrance, Doctor. Bodum, something terrible is underway. I have come from the Grand Duke Palace, where I heard of the Duce's ridiculous plan. Geruno has begun to mobilize the Ducel Guard in preparation for an attack on Bahamut. Yes, Bahamut has threatened Vanadia with the promise of an apocalypse. However, he is still one of the terrestrial avatars bound to protect our world. There must be some way to persuade the conqueror of the skies, and that is why I requested to accompany the commander of this operation, Lady Esteshua. Unfortunately, the commander was not one to listen to reason. She is convinced that it would be futile to try and communicate with Bahamut. And the only way to save the people of Vanadia is to attack the Worm King and his minions before they attack our cities. Excuse me, sir. I'm not sure I fully comprehend what you're trying to say. Bahamut is ready to launch an attack on the 4 nations. That cannot be true. But if it was, have the leaders of the nations been informed? Have their armies begun preparations? Unfortunately, Sandoria, Bastok, and Winteros more than likely remain oblivious to the situation at hand. Even if they did know, they will have no means of mounting a counterattack. Bahamut is known as the Conqueror of the Skies for a reason. The power he and his minions possess is beyond anything we can imagine. The power to control time and space. Control time and space. The moment he and his minions were to arrive above our cities would be a moment of our defeat. We would have no choice but to accept annihilation. But I feel there is still a way. Lady Estera mentioned that Bahamut is currently building up the energy necessary for teleporting his fellow worms to the locations of attack. If we could reach Bahamut before he has stored up enough power, we may be able to persuade him not to begin his ambush of Vanadia. Persuade him? The end of the world is right before us, and you want to sit down and chat with the bringer of that destruction? Exactly. With the Phoenix Blade and Bodum by my side, I'm positive that I can convince Bahamut to spare the lives of those on this world. But to succeed, I require your assistance, Doctor. I need to know where that boy was first discovered. Understood. Wolfgang, captain of the Ducel Guard, ordered me not to reveal this information to anyone, however. I'm afraid I no longer have any choice. On the first floor of Delphix Tower, there is a large doorway that leads to the deeper areas of the spire. It is somewhere down there that the boy mysteriously appeared, a large central chamber, but that is all I remember. I am extremely grateful for all you have done for us, Doctor. Come, Boda. We have no time to lose. But there is a door. A locked door, and only Wolfgang knows how to open it. I have no worries, as Phoenix will lead the way. Bodum, make your preparations quickly and meet me at the tower. Bodum, it may be a worthless effort, but let me ask Wolfgang for the key to that chamber. While sometimes misled, he is a man who strongly believes in justice. He may feel that it is solely his duty to protect the world on the eve of its destruction. We must let him know that there are those of us who also follow the same path as he. Here, take this envelope to the palace guard post. I will be praying for your success, Bonham. Okay, I'm going. Ow. That actually hurt. Off days. Guard post. Excuse me. What is this? You say you have business with the captain? Ah, Bonham, I was looking for you. Esteral, Duke of Vice, or Vicarus would like to hear your account of what transpired in the Northlands. How about no? What is this envelope? Dr. Monor. Why would he? However, first thing first. No, I'm not. No. Ah, welcome back, adventurer. I see that you were unsuccessful in protecting the fourth crystal. Actually, and now it is looking more and more like you are the one who is leading the boy. Relax, adventurer. I'm not blaming you for anything. Nagmalata kept the secret of the amulet to himself. It is his foolishness that acted as a catalyst for what occurred in the Northlands. And now that we know the true identity of the boy, there is no reason to further suspect your nation's involvement. I apologize for not trusting you. However, now we must put aside our misunderstandings and unite to save our world from being destroyed. Will you help us protect the Mother Crystals? Are you asking to protect the Mother Crystals, or are you asking to join you? Because, I think you know how I feel right now. But if I don't join forces, we won't be able to stop them, most likely. Fine, we'll keep playing your little games, Bonham. In the presence of the fourth crystal, I learned that a strange occurrence took place. Is it true that the girl you took with you actually helped set the plans of our Nagmalata? It is extremely important that you do not withhold information from us. I see, the Duce is currently searching for that girl. We do not wish to punish her. We feel that she may be in grave danger. We must find her so we can protect her. Oh, quit acting like you care. The first threat to her will be Nagmalata. He is already attempting to make it seem like as if the fall of the fourth crystal was the girl's fault. If he finds her, he will more than likely poison her mind, preventing her from speaking or of anything that may harm his plan. The second threat will be the boy Citrus. His next destination will surely be the fifth and final crystal. However, this crystal lies deep beneath the sea, and the only one who knows how to reach it is the girl. Finally, the third threat will consist of assassins from the south. You may already heard the rumors of the Mithran sin hunters who have crossed the southern seas to try the theologians of Hamnesia. Oh, don't worry, they've been dealt with. These hunters will not give up until they have punished all those they seek. And that is why we need your help, Bonham. If you find the girl, bring her here. No harm will be brought to her. I swear on the name of the goddess. Lady Estera. There we go. Bonham, did you tell them everything that happened in the Northlands? Yes, I did. My plan was flawless. If it weren't for that despicable girl, Prish, I would have captured Cythera's, and this whole ordeal would be solved. That girl heard the whisper of Cythera's soul, sang the Memoria de la Stona, and helped him escape. The testament of affinity she possesses, it connects the hearts and souls of men, who has been using that to control her. But now we have a chance to find out his true intentions. If we capture the girl, we can use her to tap into Cythera's mind. We can learn if he truly arrived to save Alto. You miserable man. Are you saying Cephalus does not know that our crusade ended long ago? You fool, are you saying Cephalus does not know that the celestial capital was destroyed long ago? Perhaps it is we who do not know the true outcome of the crusade or the true fate of our capital. I propose that an expedition be sent to Altoy. There we may find the answers to why Cephalus survived all the centuries, and why he continues to poison the mother crystals. And that is why we must first investigate the line leading to the fifth crystal. Please grant me access to the crystal terminal. I understand why you feel an expedition to Altaroy is necessary. However, the Armathron Society has already made a decision on this matter. I seem to recall that you have been given orders to research the Moblin city that was discovered near Bastok. All affairs concerning Cephalus have been left to Estrel. You are not to interfere. But Lady Estrel has been given the assignment of Bahamut. Cephalus is a much graver problem than you can imagine. I do not think. Yes, you do not think. Did you believe you do really believe attacking the boy with the Eye of Altana would defeat him? Your imprudence is the cause of all our troubles. You are an annoyance, but Nagmalada, do not misunderstand us. The society does not intend to pry at your faults. The reason we have entrusted you with the Moblin investigation is because your excellent Kulu powers of negotiation are vital for the success of the mission. But Lady Esterel, you do not realize how powerful the boy has become. Now with the eye gone and the path to the fifth crystal sealed, how do you plan on dealing with him? I don't think you even have a plan. Very well. Let me inform you of how we plan to stop Cephalus. We can draw him forth without traveling to the fifth crystal. We can seal him without your precious Eye of Altana. How? You can hear me, can you not, Cephalus? It is I who possesses the other amulet you seek. I am waiting, Cephalus. Come and fulfill the pact. So she's the one that stole the other one. Hers. Here, take this envelope back to the doctor. It does not belong to me. But why would he try to? What? What? I'm starting to realize that this whole story is just now Milana and Estherelle just having a little. It's literally Xyler Kalu bickering match. It's literally them both trying to one up each other while screwing up everything else in the system. It's literally it's just a fight between those two, and everybody else that's involved, it's just collateral damage. It's like, you know how it's like some people fight and then drag everybody else around them into the said fight? It's like that. I see by his reaction that Wolfgang understood the meaning of the map. Or should you go? That's a secret, Bonham. Though if you think hard enough, I feel you will come to understand. Huh. So yeah. We're almost there. We're actually almost at the end. There. Hmm? You'll not find anything of interest there, Bonham. This place. A long time ago in Jurna, there was these two boys, the best of friends, always sticking their noses into places they did not belong, fighting, getting into trouble. One day the boy found a shard of blue glass. There was nothing special about it, but it was probably just a broken bottle from one of the local pubs. However, to those boys it was a fabulous treasure. Looking through that glass allowed the boys to see the world in a different light. It made the town new and exciting. The two would spend hours arguing over who was to use it next, but in time the buildings and the bridges began to bore them. One day the boys decided that they would defy their father's warnings and sneak out the city gate just to have a look at the rest of the world. For a member of the Dussel Guard, coming this far was a simple task, but for two young boys who had never ventured beyond the borders of their hometown, their little journey was a grand adventure, and on that journey they bought their treasure. And when they gazed at the towering Duce through the soft blue glass, they realized the strength, the beauty, and the grandeur that was Juruna. They were all struck by the sight of their hometown. The excitement they felt by watching Juruna from that spot drew them back there numerous times. However, one day, one of the boys said a strange thing. Juruna's amazing whether you look at it through the glass or not. Moonbricks. It has been a long time since we both visited this place. Look at the city. It's just as beautiful today as it was when we were boys. Wouldn't you say, Wolf? Why have you come here, Monarch? I have been so busy lately, I just thought I would come here to rest a spell. Why are you here? I was just patrolling the area. There's tea. Wolfgang? You know the glass is mine. What? Don't you remember when we buried it? You said the treasure is yours. I don't need it anymore. I never said such a thing. Where's your proof? Do you have it in writing? Huh? I don't see any signature. Wow. Some things never change, do they, Wolf? You want it, it's yours. The shard should be right there where we buried it. No, that treasure was neither mine nor yours. It was ours. The true reason I came here was to bury the glass. I guess I never told you that I dug it up and kept it in my room. Wow. Recently, I seem to have lost sight of what I truly need to protect in this world. When I was a boy staring at the Duce run this hill, I thought I finally realized what my father was risking his life to protect. Coming here today reminded me of that. And hopefully I will never again forget. I'll be seeing you, Rex. Now, where did I put that key? I hope I did not bury it by mistake. Oh well, what is another slap on the wrist and a cut in pay? I have a successful doctor friend to buy all the rounds next time we go to the pub. And who would that happen to be? I guess I was right. My old friend hasn't changed a bit. Ah, Bonham. If I were you, I'd see what the captain has buried over there. I have a feeling it is something that may be useful to you on your quest. But I request that you leave the other treasure where it rests. Allow the memory of two young boys to live on, even if it is for just a little while longer. We're underneath a piece of blue light. You leave the glass where it is. Delphix recognition device. Is that what? Okay. Um, Is that a treasure casket? What is that doing there? Clean up your mess, people. What is happening over there? Wait, cement door H5. H? Ah, there. Okay. I guess we're good. We're running. We're running it. Whoa. I gotta be careful of dying. I don't think I'll have that problem until we get to the final. Well, no, the 5th crystal will. It's in an area, for saying. Right? It's not going to be one of those weird areas. I seem to have lost health again. The huge is bearing down up on you? Take that. Bowden, where did you get that key? Somewhere. I ate it. The captain of the Dusal Guard? Well, well, well. Excellent timing. Great minds think alike when you say Bowden and Tenzin. I never thought it would be you two who helped me. I too have some very important business on the other side of that door. Ah, what a grand sight. The 5 mother crystals. It is this contraption that protects them as they slumber beneath Vanadiel. Protects them? So that is the purpose of this tower? Exactly. The 5 crystals are connected to the 5 by the 5 crystal lines that all converge on this very place. For many centuries, we have monitored the lines protecting the radiance of the crystals. However, when the Worm King Bahamut arrived, the 5 crystal lines began acting strangely. We could no longer control them. They're not meant to be controlled, though. And then came Celtius. He came here? Sir Nagmalata, are you saying that the boy came here via the crystal line? Which means by traveling back through the line, he can... Exactly. He can reach the fifth crystal. However, it is not as easy as you may think. The lines were not built as a path for men. They were built to gather the light of the mother crystal. The true reason Syphilis was able to enter this place was because he was aided by a guardian of the crystals, a terrestrial avatar. A terrestrial avatar. It is all clear now. Phoenix led me to this place to show me the way to the celestial capital of Alturi. Phoenix led you here? That is truly unfortunate. If this only had happened before Pajraja was reactivated. What do you mean by that, Nagmalata? The ruins of Pajraja were once the homes of my Kalu brothers and sisters. However, at the onset of the Kalu War with the Xylor, the terrestrial avatars lent us their power and helped transform the area into an impenetrable stronghold. And deep below the ruins is a device that blocks the flow of energy through the crystal line. Estriol has repaired that device. Repaired it? Why would she do such a thing? I no longer know what the society is plotting. That is why I came here, to find out their true intentions. And what is your intentions? Are you surprised? I guess that to you, we ancients, Kalu and Xylor, are all the same. However, that could not be further from the truth. The Xylers were blessed with the ability to subliminally communicate with all those around them. They possessed the whisper of the soul. It was this ability that made the bonds between them unbreakable. However, there were those who were born without that whisper, the Kulu. My people were destined for birth to sit outside the bounds of the Xylorian community. But we bystanders were able to ascertain the truth, and it was this that helped us survive the crusades of 10,000 years ago. The Xylor, the terrestrial avatars, Septoloris, once again, their sins will deface Benedil and undermine their children. That is terrible. If you know of such a battle brewing, why did you not attempt to stop it? Why must we fight the avatars? Such a battle would be meaningless. Our true enemies are the emptiness and the evil boy that is spreading it. Huh. Is that what you have to say, Tenzin? When are you going to stop being led around on a leash like a measly dog? When are you going to see what the terrestrial avatars really want? Listen, I told you this once before. Cephalus is nothing but a traitor. 10,000 years ago, he prevented the Xylor from attaining what they desired. Now he is simply attempting the same thing. The record stored in this crystalline observation equipment has shown me the reason why Cephalus travels to the mother crystals. By touching the shards, he is able to drain their light, their power. The crystal's power? So he's not corrupting them, he's draining them. To accomplish our task, we had to gather the power of the crystals and fuse it into one. And to do that, we need to repair and revive the Xylarthian machines that were damaged in the accident that occurred 10,000 years ago. With the machines working again, we were able to slowly draw the light of the crystals. When he realized he could not single-handedly take on the whole nation of Geruno, he turned to the crystals instead. And when he laid his hands upon them, their power flowed from the facets like water rushing from a broken dam. His sudden loss of power resulted in the disruption in the space surrounding the crystals. Without the life-giving light of the crystal shining upon it, the space became overwhelmed with darkness, the emptiness. Separatists first appeared on Venedil the same time as Bahamut. In my home nation, there was many reports of the emptiness eating its way through the land long before Bahamut even arrived. Wait, you just said that you were slowly drawing the light of the crystals. Yeah. They've been draining the crystals the whole time, and that's the end result. That's how the emptiness ended up in Tenzin's country and stuff, and his home nations and things. That would mean that the cause of the emptiness in the east is you, the Xylor. I was beginning to wonder when you realized that, Tenzin. But don't misunderstand us. It was never our intention to harm Venedil with the emptiness. While we lay in slumber for the past 10,000 years, things changed. The crystals changed. Especially the fifth crystal, deep below Altuo. When the celestial capital was destroyed and sunk to the bottom of the sea, the crystal was damaged. The data that it returns is very odd indeed. However, you need not worry. Once the gate of the gods is open, the crystals will return to their former state. And once they do, the emptiness will disappear in the crystal's radiance, and the Xylot will have accomplished their dream. Only the terrestrial avatars stand in our way. That is enough. Before I slice you in two, I will give you recall the words of Diablos. Wake up. All are bound like marionettes by the chains of Promethea. But the gates of paradise will open, our world will be no more. But with an end always comes a new beginning. Tenzin? Have you asked your precious Phoenix what actually happens when our world is no more? Yes. The world we live in now is nothing more but an illusion. Compared to paradise, Venedil is a cesspool festering with pain and suffering. Lost hopes and dreams, strict values waver in the winds of uncertainty while you pilfer your precious time struggling to recognize the truths that peer back at you through the darkness. You are inclined to search aimlessly for hints of who you truly are, though you rarely discover them, and it is this failure that ultimately forces you to tread a vague path through your miserable lives. Even confessions of the soul result in disagreement, inconsistency, thrusting your pitiful masses into utter chaos. It is this chaos that breeds evil, and evil that propels you into justifying deeds of malevolence to maintain your false sense of purity. You were born into this world, and this is the only world you know. That is why you fear its end. You fear it and you fight it. The terrestrial avatars recognize this characteristic of your people and have used it to their advantage. Why have you ever wondered why the terrestrial avatars are named so? It's because they too were born on Venedil. If Venedil returns to paradise, they will be nothing but mere animals. But you people are nothing but puppets. Your strings tied to the fingers of the terrestrial avatars destined to a life of slavery. Why not open your eyes to the truth? Now that you realize your true enemies are the avatars who claim to protect you, your journey through the darkness is over. You can leave the rest to me. I shall change your destinies. The light has gathered from the mother crystals. If the celestial capital of Alturia does exist, then the Xylord's plans is... This monitoring device will inform me of the crystal's memories. The memories will guide me. Let your memories show me the true Christ. Uh, I've only received partial data. There's still too much interference coming from the fifth crystal. But that image, I've seen it somewhere before. It was the chamber of Eventide, and that was a Astisha. Yes, it's all clear now. If you're still wondering who we should be trusting, it's like it's no one at this point. Could it be? Nagmalata said that the terrestrials are using us. Using us to prevent people from waking up and realizing the truth. But if that is true, the people who gave their lives for this flame, Phoenix, answer me. To grant you this form, lives were lost, villages destroyed. The lifeblood you drank for my people. Was it not to save Benedil? Was it not to breathe hope back into our children? And once again, you tell me to visit Fenrir. Where? The southern tower of Pashaja? Is that all? We shall see what truths the final Tavatar presents us with. We shall see if we are simply being made fools of. Oh. Yeah, you can't trust it. Chains of Promethea is literally, don't trust anything anyone says at this point, from beginning till all the way till the end. Because you have to realize, if you haven't figured out, everyone has made assumptions about everything going on. Every character has made an assumption about every character, about every other character but themselves. Making you try to believe that they're the right. They're telling the truth while the rest is lies. I'm gonna do such a thing. To be honest, I'm running out of time. So, like he said, now we'll go and find whatchamacallit. So yeah. The tower closest. Oh. Let me double check. Yep, that's the tower. And I eat. Okay. Here we go. Oh, photo. I'm truly sorry. You did not have to come. It is my fault that you became a tool of the terrestrial avatars. The Phoenix Blade has confirmed what Nagmalata said. When the gates of paradise open, the terrestrial avatars will return to their original forms. Mere beasts. The slumbering gods will awake, and the Venedale we know will be transformed into a paradise blessed with their glory. However, with their awakening, the Lord of Chaos shall also return. Whether this is good or bad, not even Phoenix knows. So countless lives were lost in my country to the far east. The Phoenix Blade was forged from the flames of resurrection, the flames left by Phoenix. The sole purpose to destroy the emptiness, however, it lacked the power to fulfill that mission. It required a strength only attained by taking innocent lives. The number of people who were ultimately sacrificed is unspeakable. Bandits and criminals were the first to be taken. Soon, villages that could not pay their tributes began offering sacrifices in place of money and crops. Finally, the lives of those who had fallen into slumber of the emptiness were taken as they slept, unaware of the fate that had befallen them. The tactics chosen by my country may sound barbaric. However, my people realize that this is only part of their destiny. They accept their deaths in exchange to prevent the deaths of others. They know that with their passing, they will have protected the world. Their children and their grandchildren will inherit. You sure? Odin, my country has entrusted me with a great task, and I am here to fulfill it. One aspect of that task is to protect the Phoenix Blade with my life. I must follow my orders at any cost, and that is why I need you to promise me. If Phoenix leads me down a path that defies the will and morality of men, then you will do what is right for this world. Now I must continue, Bodum. It is said that deep within this tower, the power of Fenrir sleeps. And one can speak with the avatar if his power is released. I can only pray my spirit remains as strong as yours. Well, I hope that we can actually do this, considering. I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm trying to understand this. Follow the wall to your right all the way around the map until the room at I-8. And then turn left, then drop to lower level. Okay. I know how to do this now. I know what they want me to do, okay. Not dire bats again. No, I refuse to fight you. What the? Oh. Everything wants to fight me. Ow. It's fine. Fine. We'll just get to where we need to and be on our way. What the? That was kind of odd. Okay, say for a moment, I let every enemy attack me. If we could get my... Oh! Okay. Okay, everything needs to go. I don't remember what it is. Radius swears. Got it. Alright. So what now? Continue south. What the? I didn't notice it, but the wall disappears when you go through. And that's it. I am Fenrir. Though I am no longer of a body, my spirit continues to roam the heavens. However, my strength has begun to fade, as do stars come morn. O guardian of the moon, my name is Tenzin. I have come from a land far to the east, the blade born of Phoenix. At my side, great misfortune has befallen Venedial. The four mother crystals have lost their power and were overtaken by the emptiness. Venedial trembles at the arrival of the Keeper of the Apocalypse. To save our world, we require your strength and your wisdom. Can you offer us your assistance? So, you still choose the path to live and die with the children of the dawn. The path of the terrestrial avatars, the path of the people. I apologize. I do not quite understand what you're trying to tell us. The memories of 10,000 years ago, they will guide you. Witness the vows of ancient time, the decisions made before I fade into the morning sky. And again, and there was a potato chip. Where are we? Hey! Could this be Fenrir's vision? There. If we are truly witnessing civilization's past, then those fighting Fenrir are our ancestors. No, that's decided. Listen carefully, people of Venedial. Though you have accepted Twilight, you still choose to remain in this world? You did not heed our warnings, and now the light of the crystals has begun to fade. Chaos is upon us. There's nothing more we can do for you. We no longer have time for idle chatter. If you wish to remain as you are, leave this place immediately. There is still time before the pact between the terrestrial avatars and Celtius is fulfilled. Go, live your lives until the flames of your souls have flickered out. Wait, our future is not yet decided. We have come to request of you a new destiny. A new destiny. I shall repeat my one last time. Your destinies have been recorded in the pages of the universe. The answer given by the mother crystals become truth. The memories of the crystal have been uttered. Those words cannot be changed. Yes, we understand. As time passes, the life force that dwells within us all becomes tainted. Darkness is born. And then comes one who harbors that darkness, the Keeper of the Apocalypse, and he will lead us into the twilight. That destiny is not decided by you and cannot be changed using even the divination powers of the stars or moons. It is a given. However, I traveled to my homeland and I spoke with the dying Celtius, and he told me if the Keeper of the Apocalypse is defeated, then the pact with the terrestrial avatars would be broken. You are correct. But you can only succeed by first breaking the chains that bind your people. With Celtius gone, who is there left with the strength, the courage to accomplish that daunting task? Who is there left to bear for an answer to an unanswerless riddle? I am left. I have found the answer. Celtius told me what he was trying to accomplish because he wished for me to continue in his footsteps. It cannot be. You are the one who escaped from the curse of the emptiness. Even my readings could not predict this crossing of destinies. You who have broken free from the circle of life, you may be able to watch over the destinies of mankind until the end arrives. But when it does, when the Keeper of the Apocalypse rises up, you will be powerless. And you will witness every man and woman on Venedial blindly march into the void of twilight, their arrogance, apathy, cowardice, rage, and envy, drawing them deeper and deeper into the darkness. Yes. However, there is still hope. The life force of men is strong. They will preserve along the rivers of time until an answer is found. Fenrir, guardian of the moon, we await your divination. Tell us the fated era. Tell us the fated land. If we know only when and where the Keeper of the Apocalypse will rise forth, we will find a way to defeat him. Mankind will find a way. The fated era. Fated land. The hardships that accompany the destiny you so desire to bear are beyond any you could ever imagine. However, this may be the only true form of retribution for your past sins. Are you ready to take upon the destiny of all mankind? Then I am not one to stand in your way. Let the moon reading begin. So in other words, she decided to change, and so destiny has spoken. After 10,000 years of sleep, the Keeper of the Apocalypse will rise once again. And Tamnazia. Bonum, could Fenrir's words be the truth, or some form of trickery? After 10,000 years of sleep, the Keeper of the Apocalypse will rise once again in Tamnazia. 10,000 years have passed. Tamnazia, the abhorrent one, but I must return to Bastok and speak with Lady Omiya immediately. Yes, return. Don't you two dare. I see you guys moving around there. They be moving. That's it though. We're done. We just gotta go to Bastok and there will be one more path. I do have to. And then I have to real quick get on 14 and it sucks. It just sucks because there's so much I'm trying to do at once this month, and it's just becoming overwhelming. But Metalworks. But unless you want to if you want to. Oh yeah, I need to pick out other jobs that I want to do. Master Sid, has Lady Omiya returned, and what of Lady Tripp? Calm down. Omiya arrived back here a few days ago. She's resting in one of our guest residences. Prish? Well, still no signs of her. But before we set out to look for her, why don't you tell us what you found out on your journey? The celestial avatars told you that? So hard to believe, but some of the things Nagmalata said do make some sense. For example, the recent strange energy readings from the crags, I studied those as well, but I never imagined that the remnants of the ancients were trying to do something as crazy as that, using the lines to converge the energy from all 5 crystals. and ultimately use that concentrated power to open the gates of paradise. I'm not positive, but with that much energy, opening the gates may not be as impossible as it sounds. And with all the technology those hooded scientists in Gerudo have, but wait a minute. Didn't they already try opening the gates 10,000 years ago and fail miserably? Just look at their capital. It's sunk to the bottom of the sea. Until we find out what this paradise place really is, we can't let the Xylar go on doing as they please. That is true. But we first must face the problem that lies before us, the Keeper of the Apocalypse. I am certain that Celtius was the one we were searching for, but after hearing the testimony of Fenrir, that the Keeper of the Apocalypse would be born upon unto Tabnazia, Tenzin, according to what you told me, Precious treatment in Tabnazia was quite out of the ordinary. Are you trying to say that this is because she is the keeper? While it pains me to believe so, all the recent events seem to point at that conclusion. I've asked Phoenix numerous times for an answer, but she only replies that she too does not know. But if it is true, if Prish is the keeper of the apocalypse, then there is only one thing I can do. Hold on, Tenzin, we still don't know for sure that she's the one. Yeah, she's a little rude and a little crude and a heck of a lot wilder than I like most of my company. But once you get past that, you realize that she's one of the most honest people you'll ever meet. I couldn't imagine her lying to a soul, let alone be untrue to herself. Tenzin, you can't truly believe that she's inherited the will of Promethea, can you? However, I cannot doubt what I saw. I believe that Fenrir showed me he did for a reason. Anyone who attempts to open the gates will undoubtedly become their enemy. Perhaps the will of Promethea remains dormant within Lady Push. Perhaps she simply has not realized that she carries the seed of Twilight. Alright, but I'm gonna have to ask you to refrain from questioning Omiya until Labyrinth gets back. We don't want to jump to any conclusions before we've grasped the whole picture. Tenzin, I understand that you blame yourself for not being able to find Prish. But think of poor Omiya and how she would react. Very well, Master said. I promise I will not speak of what I saw to Lady Omiya until the return of Sir Labyrinth. If it is not too much to ask, might I inquire as to where she is staying? Robot, show Tenzin to Omiya's room. Bodum, to tell you the truth, I think we may be in way over our heads here. Up until now, whether it be for science or justice, I never thought too deeply about what I was getting into. I just took the ball and ran with it as fast as I could. But this time, a little voice in the back of my head is telling me that I should be careful. I don't know, maybe I'm just getting old. It's those ancients that you keep talking about. If they're rooted firmly in Gerudo, there may not be anything we can do to pull them out. Fighting worms and beastmen is bad enough. I shudder to think what would happen if the Duce's army was thrown into the mix. And there's something else that has been bothering me. This far eastern country that Tenzin has supposedly traveled from. Even the pirates of Norg know little about it. How do we know if we can really trust him? Who speaks the truth and who peddles lies? It has become harder and harder to tell. I see a storm brewing on our horizon. If we don't take care, our ship may sink, and everything we fought for up to now may be lost. If you really want to save our nation and its people, you have to be strong. See things with your own eyes. Make decisions with your own heart. Don't be fooled by those with ulterior motives. Oh, sorry about that, Bonham. I didn't mean to sound like a father scolding his son. Labyrinth mentioned he was going to begin his search for Altuin, and Tabnazia. If you hurry, you might be able to catch up with him. So what are you gonna do, Bonham? Investigate on Lawrence. He said he was heading back to Tabnazia. Alright. So that's it. Alright. I'm gonna go real quick do Final Fantasy 14 so I can get my stuff. And then we'll continue this.